You're listening to the Experienced Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experienced Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Good morning and welcome to the Experienced Pros radio show. Do you know what that sound is, Angel? Do you recognize that sound? Here, let me play it for you again.
Here. Okay, so it's Babies on a Plane.
Babies on a plane.
Babies on a plane. And, you know, we've all been on an airplane ride, right? Where there's a baby around us, and you know it's inevitable that baby's ears are going to start popping, and that baby's going to get upset and crying.
Do you know what's worse?
There's only one thing that is a little bit more frustrating than a crying baby on an airplane. A barking dog.
A baby.
And a baby. Actually, 12 babies.
Right?
And a barking dog.
Little baby barking dog.
Oh my gosh, this poor barking dog on an airplane. I've never heard a barking dog on an airplane before. And this was one of those high-pitched, yippy, yeah, actually, Eric tried to get it, but every time Eric turned his phone on, he was just 2 rows in front of us.
Fortunately, it was just an hour-and-a-half flight.
It was a really quick flight. It was a really quick flight from Phoenix to Denver. But there was like a million children on the plane.
Oh my gosh.
Babies all around us, and this barking dog. And Eric thought it was the most funniest thing. He actually had to take a recording of the barking dog.
I was laughing so hard I was crying.
Yes. Earplugs work beautifully.
Yeah, Tony is like, that dog is not sedated. I don't care what they say.
She's like, oh, yeah, I did. I gave him some medicine. I'm just waiting for it to kick in.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, it did not. And but luckily I had thrown in a pack of headphones that I'd gotten at a conference. You know how it gets in your little goodie bag? Yeah. And I threw those in my bag at like a week ago, and I didn't even remember they were there. So I just plugged those in, get my little music going. I got into my Zen place and took a nap. I got to give a shout out to the gal named Karen, who was one of the flight attendants. We were on Southwest Airlines coming back from Phoenix, and Karen had the best attitude ever, dealing not just with the dogs and the babies and with the dogs especially, but with all the rest of us. I think there is just a special place in heaven for flight attendants.
Absolutely.
I mean, what they deal with. Yeah, here we should all be thrilled, right? We should all be amazed. Who's the comedian? We're flying through space. This is amazing.
You're in a silver tube sitting in a chair going 555 miles an hour.
And you can use your iPad and you can listen to your music, and there's a bathroom and people bring you drinks. Like, it's amazing. We should all be in awe and wonder. The fact that we can go from one state to another in the matter of an hour, a couple of hours, no wind in our hair, no blisters on our feet. But instead, it is the world's grumpiest place. And this is one of the struggles I have with traveling, is everybody is so darn grumpy. Yeah, my seat's too tight. I didn't get the thing, and there's the air and the hot and the line and my seat and the middle person, and oh my goodness. So,
and don't forget our friend,
the barking dog. There was a dog. And so what are you going to do, right? You're on an airplane. There's nothing that can be done. And so flight attendants have just their patience, their smile, their tolerance, their grace for dealing with grumpy people all the live long day.
Shout out to Southwest Airlines.
Because you know that people are going to complain. But what in the world can be done? Nothing.
You can't you can't expect anything else to be done. Southwest does a class act job, and I'm giving them a shout.
All right. Well, Dogs on a Plane.
Dogs on a Plane.
Dogs on a Plane. I've never heard that
coming
before.
Out, so it's going to be a blockbuster this summer.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's going to have like animated dogs where they like have little voices.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Bruce Willis is going to come back and star in it. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
No.
You got nothing. Hey, did you hear that Pizza Hut is turning your pizza box into
a video
movie projector?
I know. Isn't that the coolest thing?
It's got a hole. First thing you do is you punch a hole in the box. It's got one already pre-punched, right? You insert the lens. It comes free with your pizza, and then you put your video camera in a little stand, or not your video camera, your cell phone in a little stand. And while it's not Cecil B. DeMille,
it's pretty awesome. It's pretty awesome. Your pizza box turns into a projector.
One of those little Bluetooth headphone or speakers.
It's pretty darn creative. You think about how we are all sitting around our boardrooms and our staff meetings and our team meetings going, okay, how do we make this better? How do we interact with the community? How do we stay trendy? How do we collaborate? How are we innovative? And for somebody to come and say, well, we've got this box, and what can we do with this box? It was probably one of those like team building projects, right? You can picture it. All right, here we have these pizza boxes. We could put a coupon on the top. We can do
And get this. It comes with a movie.
It comes with a movie?
It comes with a movie. Pizza Hut has cleverly printed a QR code on the box. You can scan with your smartphone and download a free movie.
Oh, Slice Night for scary movies, right. Hot and Ready for your romance, and Anchovy Armageddon for you sci-fi fans.
How about that?
How fun is that?
That's really cool.
I do. I think that's clever.
Pizza Hut, way to go. You are shaking it up. And that's the way we do it in small business.
Absolutely. So anything, don't do what you've always done. Disrupt your complacency. Get out of your comfort zone, because the way we've always done it is a recipe for failure, because people are going to get apathetic. They're not going to be innovative anymore. We're going to stop being creative. I was reading this really long article about Disney and how they went through this very long, 5-year experience of trying to innovate and take the whole culture of the whole company, kind of from where we've always done it to being more innovative with technology and the issues that they came up with. But he said the whole idea is if we didn't innovate, for us to think that we could stay the same for the next 20 years was wrong. And we needed to get out of our own way. And I think that coming up with a fun idea for your pizza box is one way to show we're getting out of our own way.
Absolutely. Love it. Love it. And so does the dog on a plane. You know that guy. My little volume doesn't work. Yep.
Eric's not even he's playing with his phone now.
Trying.
He's playing it. It's not working.
Hey, we'll be back with a great show for you. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Show.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Your business is growing, but your computers are slowing. We can fix that. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we can help you take on the challenges of your growing business by helping you get the most out of your systems through availability managed services. We provide reliable protection with 24/7 system monitoring. Check us out at c2cc.net or call us at 303-933-1113. That's C-Squared Computer Consulting at c2cc.net.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
Let's face it, most phone systems are old and outdated, or they're so complicated it takes a PhD just to change your voicemail. Introducing Edgetronics, your answer to all your business telephone needs. Edgetronics is authorized and certified by Avia, and they'll not only replace your old phones with new solutions, they'll train your staff on how to get the most out of them. Proudly serving up and down the Front Range for over 10 years, Edgetronics wants to be your next phone system provider. Call them today at 303-766-1699 or online at Edgetronics. That's with an X.com.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
John Rush, this afternoon from 3 to 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Head underwater, and they tell me to breathe easy.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angel and Eric. Very nice to have you along with us. Is your head underwater? Well, maybe you should lighten up on your market research, or maybe you should double up.
Yeah, when was the last time you did any market research? As large companies, often you'll find these large companies have millions of dollars invested in doing market research. It helps them to keep their finger on the pulse of their own customers and seize potential new opportunities. And there are a plethora of available tools. Most small businesses don't even have a budget for market research, but that's okay. We can learn from some of those big companies. I mean, if you're watching and you're paying attention to the trends and how bigger companies advertise and market, the way they create their advertising, when they do their advertising, how they do their advertising, we can learn a lot from them and mimic them, so we don't have to go out and recreate the wheel. So here's some fun things that you can learn and develop through market research. We actually found a fun article, Easy Ways to Use Market Research for Important Business Decisions. 1, identifying trends, analyzing the market, creating your marketing plan, doing a SWOT analysis, that's your strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. A competitive analysis, what's your competition up to? Price analysis, and again, just keeping on top of customer trends and loyalty.
You bet.
All right, so here's some things. Customer loyalty, when we're doing market research, we've learned years ago that satisfied customers were at a high. People are giving good reviews. All the surveys that are coming out, people are saying, yeah, I got good service. I got it at 8, 9, a 10. It was delivered. It was on time. The person was friendly. But what came out of it was that customer loyalty, though, was at an all-time low. But what was trending right then, right? It was the daily deals, the Groupons, the all those little half price and all these coupon deals that are encouraging people to shop around based on price. So of course, customer loyalty is going to go by the wayside.
Trending the very behavior that you do not want to see.
And so when you participate in those kinds of activities, and you get the dealers that come through your door based on the deal, don't be surprised when they go to the next deal and go to somebody else the next time. And I think that was a real eye-opening experience for many small business owners, the deal kind of economy.
You bet. The second thing that you could find that little market research goes a long way for is product interest. You've got an idea, and boy, I'm the king of this. I get a great idea. I think it's super fancy. Everybody's going to want one. And maybe it's not the case.
Your idea, I think sometimes it's harder to sell to somebody else if nobody's buying it. Why do I even need it? And so doing some beta testing, having an A/B conversion group, some people like it with this, some people like it with that. Online survey tools. In fact, there's a market research company that we had interviewed a couple of times where you can implement your idea. And they've got a whole database of people that they can put that survey out to and market research out to. And for maybe $1,500, you can have price points, validity of the product. Will it be consumed? Will it be used over and over again? Will it be repeated? Like all of that. But launching a new product or service takes a lot of resources, not only your time, but also financially. So doing some surveys, having some consumer panels will help you find out what is the overall interest in your idea. What is the willingness for people to buy at specific price points, and to get feedback on specific features and benefits. And then finally, brand and audience profiling. What do people think about your brand?
Yeah, and sometimes that's probably the best thing to find out in advance, because if you've got a brand problem, you've got a selling problem.
You absolutely do. And sometimes you're talking to the wrong audience for your product, right? You've got a great product, but it's in front of the wrong audience, or the wrong product in front of the right audience.
Right.
I guess it could go that way too.
Either way, sure.
But here's the thing. You need to have your niche market. You need to be able to identify and market out to that niche market. And then creating that brand promise. And social media is a great way for you to get that feedback on the brand. What do people think about you? What is the image? Where did they hear about you? What are they thinking before they even pick up the phone and call you? You can, apparently there's a ton of tools online that you can use to keep your finger on the pulse. But social media is a great source for market research. Bigger companies that do what you do, but big brands that do what you do, mimic them. Check out their website. See what they're up to. Where are they hanging out? Do they go to trade shows? What shows do they participate in? Are they advertising? What kind of markets are they advertising in? And follow along. You don't have to spend the millions of dollars on the research to just mimic what those bigger companies are doing. Also, regularly track the number and the quality of online reviews you and your customers receive is also a good indicator of how customers feel about your product.
You bet. And like we told you yesterday, don't forget to say thank you when somebody says something nice about your business. All right. Hey, when we come back, we're going to talk a little more about customer service and some of the core competencies that you need in order to deliver extreme customer service. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You keep wondering about refinancing options. You know rates are low, but don't know how to go about getting the best rate and best type of loan for your situation. What do you even need to get started? Wonder no more. Go to CherylAnswers.com. Cheryl of ALMC Mortgage has put together a checklist of what you need to know and frequently asked questions when it comes to your mortgage. Get answers. Go to CherylAnswers.com. CherylAnswers.com.
LMB number 100020432. NMLS number 266695. You can check the licensing status of your mortgage loan originator at dora.state.co.us.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com will help you find the best in customer service, and you can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803. And tell him the pros sent you.
Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the orange effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
Every day, hundreds, if not thousands of people are searching online for what your business has to offer. SharpNet Solutions can help you get found, just like they did for Vera at Lovebug Matchmaking.
SharpNet has really helped our business expand to 60 miles around our business. Being able to be seen online and being able to be seen through searches has made an enormous difference.
SharpNetSolutions.com or 303-900-4988.
Dana Lash, 8 p.m. weeknights on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. You probably want to enhance your customer competency, your customer service scores. And there are 5 competencies, according to Forbes magazine, that you really need to know.
Right. 5 competencies that are critical to enhancing that customer experience. We talk about extreme customer service, creating that customer experience. The name Experience Pros came from the customer experience, creating a memorable interaction, a memorable experience for your customers to remark about, to tell other people about. You want to make sure that every interaction you have with your customers is a memorable experience, that you are remarkable. Remember, if you aren't remarkable, people aren't talking about you. They aren't remarking about you. And you want to create that word of mouth marketing, those sales ambassadors, those bragging fans that will out there and outdoing your sales force. So in order to create that customer experience, we found an article on Forbes magazine describing 5 customer leadership competency. And the first one they talk about is honor and manage customers as assets.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Your customer is your number one asset.
Most valuable.
Think about when you've ever been in front of somebody and they kind of treat the customer as a hindrance, as an interruption, as a bother, right? How dare you?
People who sign your paychecks, people.
So this means you need to know and care about, at the executive level to the basic level, everybody within your company culture indicates that the customer is the number one asset. It's about engaging your executives and caring about the why. Also getting to the heart of, why do customers stay? Why do they leave? Why do they buy more? Why do they buy less? Why are they actively using your products or service more or less? Means getting to the heart of what truly keeps your company ticking.
Love that. Competency number 2 is you need to align around the experience. And this really gives leaders a framework for guiding the work of the organization and allowing people to get behind a cultural experience.
An experience. Think about it. We take their money, we take their order, we deliver the product, and we say bye-bye. Is that an experience? I mean, really, these days, why would I come into your store or even shop with you online? I mean, I can do it anywhere. It's the experience that creates that loyalty. It's the experience that makes us want to tell other people about you. It's the experience that wants me to come back and do business with you again. And too often there isn't an experience.
No, it's just I hang the shingle, open the door, and you should give me money.
And you should give me money. And then come back and tell your friends and bring me more money.
They called that the 80s. It's over.
No longer are we just standing at a cash register and people flowing in. We've got too many options. Your limited hours, your limited inventory, your limited staff is really outnumbered by the infinite possibilities that we have just holding in our smartphone, right?
Absolutely.
So creating that memorable experience. Competency number 3. Build a customer listening path.
Listen, you want to have people telling you what you need to know in order to, and you have to be able to listen to what those customers are telling you. Give them an opportunity for some feedback.
And here's the thing. When you talk about social media, most people in business, if they aren't participating in social media, it's because what's in it for me? I don't see the benefit. What it really is giving you is a place for your customers to talk to you, to talk about you. It's for your customers. It's not for you.
Wow.
It's for them.
I agree, but wow, it's just it kind of hangs out there.
So
it's not about you.
Stop being, thinking, okay, where's my ROI? Where's my return on investment? Where's my metric of influence? And, where's my key performance indicators? And nobody's buying from me on social media. That might be true. But if you don't have a place for your customers to talk about you, with you, and for you, and to you, that's not your website, then you're missing that customer experience. You're missing a key competency in building a critical customer experience. Competency number 4, proactive experience, reliability, and innovation. Innovation, which means you can't just do it the way you've always done it. Do you get together with your team every week and say, how can we do this better? What were the things that we were listening to? Or do you have your ears to the ground? Are you got your finger on the pulse? What are your customers commenting about?
Absolutely. And that proactive experience reliability could be summed up in the word of consistency, that people know that you are thinking about them before they're thinking about you.
Absolutely.
You're being proactive in that.
And knowing and anticipating. And so if anybody's ever made some kind of comment or reference about, this button is too hard to push, your doorknob is too hard to turn, the lights are too hard, like anything at all that you're paying attention and you're listening, not to become defensive, but to say, how can we create this consistent customer experience that is over the top remarkable for every customer every time?
And finally, competency number 5 is one company leadership, accountability, and culture. When it comes to leadership, accountability, and culture, I think this should be actually placed up at the very top of the list, because I think that this is, as the culture of your staff and corporate leadership goes, and it could be you or your own corporate leadership, as it goes, so too will your business go.
Well, here's the thing. To emulate culture, people need examples. They need proof.
Yep.
Show me. Don't tell me, but prove it to me. Culture must be proven with decisions, with operational actions that are deliberate in steering how a company will and will not treat their customers' employees. It puts into practice united leadership behaviors, and it creates a sustainable customer asset growth. It focuses on what you will and will not do to grow your business, to create that customer experience. It gives you a foundation that everybody within the company, even your customers, know what you stand for.
Special thanks to Roger Dean Duncan, the best-selling author of Change-Friendly Leadership, How to Transform Good Intentions into Great Performance, for the article that he wrote on Forbes.com that became the inspiration for this conversation. And really, nothing that we have talked about here is beyond the reach of anyone in our listening audience. You can actually create that competency. You can create that culture. You can create the experience. You can create the listening channel for your customers, and you can create a fantastic business simply by implementing these core competencies to enhance your customer experience.
Absolutely.
All right. We'll be back right after these messages. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
Hi, this is Angel, and I've been in my home for 12 years now. When I think about redecorating, I just can't seem to get past what I've always done. Helene's Designs offers a fluff it up service for home decorating. She takes what I already have and rearranges just enough to fluff it up. Call Helene to get fluffed up at 720-233-7302. Helene's Designs is a full-service design firm that helps you turn your dreams into a reality. Call Helene's Designs today at 720-233-7302 or check out the before and after pictures online at helenesdesigns.com.
Attention business owners. If you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706. Or visit RivieraFinance.com.
Get yourself back on track with your mid-year vision screening. We're not checking your eyesight. We're checking in on your vision and your big, hairy, audacious goals that you set at the beginning of the year. If you attended the Success Unleashed Summit in January, you experienced the power of having a strong vision and written goals to keep you on track. The Epic Summer Summit is the perfect place for you to get back on track and to get your vision checked. Carrie Conley with the Infinite Nation will be presenting a 2-hour workshop, followed by a Connecting Experts vendor event and networking on Thursday, July 30th at the PPA Event Center. Sign up to attend the Epic Summer Summit at theconnectingexperts.com. You can sign up to attend as a guest or as a vendor. Get your vision checked.
Tune in every Monday at 11:35 for What's Going On with Jim Smith from Prudential. Jim will host a lively conversation about the financial and investment topics you're asking about. You can call Jim and his Prudential team directly at 303-669-9701 and tune in on Monday mornings right here on the Experience Pros radio show.
Are you an expert? At Experience Pros, we feature the best in business, and we're looking for industry experts to share tips with our audience. If you're an expert who offers great customer service and you'd like to be a part of the Experience Pros radio show, click on the radio interview request at experiencepros.com. We want our audience to hear from you. Go to experiencepros.com and fill out the radio interview request and start spreading the news that you're going to be on the radio.
I'm John Walsh. I'm Ed Smart. When a child is abducted, time is critical. That's why Amber Alert is so important. The public is notified when a child is abducted. It's a partnership between broadcasters, law enforcement, transportation, and you. Thanks for making Amber Alert happen.
Chris Cook, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. Do you know what the essentials are for your small business?
Well, how about this? You need accounting essentials?
Yes.
You need the Essentials Company. You need staffing essentials?
Yes.
You need the Essentials Company. How about employer essentials?
Absolutely.
You need the Essentials Company. We have Tara Griffin on the phone with us from the Essentials Company. Find them online at essentialscompanyinc.com. Tara, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Tara, very nice to have you along with us. Now, many people who have listened to this radio show for a number of years recognize the name Employer Essentials, which is one of the Essentials companies. But tell us a little bit about the changes that have gone on and why we're now calling you the Essentials Company.
You bet. So just over about a year and a half ago, I teamed up with some other folks, Patrick Whelan, David Fingers, and Trudy Kennedy. And we took a group of companies that we had individually and decided to join together and attack this together rather than individually. And we created the Essentials Company. And that includes employer essentials, accounting essentials, and staffing essentials. So we were able to broaden the types of services and expertise we could offer to our clients and have a much better time doing it as a partnership than we were doing it individually.
So by teaming up, they've actually created the perfect partnership for virtually any small business. I love that.
That is what we are doing, yes.
I love it. I love it. And it has been, because when you think about a small business and we're out there, we're doing our job. So, maybe we're working on cars and we're making donuts or we're doing coaching, whatever it is. There's so many moving parts to actually the business side of it that, Tara, that's really not our gift set or our talent. And I think too many business owners, small business owners, find themselves inundated by the paperwork and the admin and the payroll and all of that side that comes to staffing. And the Essentials Company now covers it all under one umbrella, right?
Yep, that's true. Many small business owners just feel a lot of pressure to attend to roles and responsibilities that they didn't anticipate or that they didn't intend to get into by becoming a small business owner. And we refer to those items as Harris. Sometimes it feels to the business owner that they don't know enough about a particular subject that they're responsible for. So they feel pressure and weight on their back for compliance or hiring the right people or managing claims.
I'm sorry, Terry, you mentioned Harris, and you said weight on your back. It's more like a monkey on your back, isn't it? I mean, you've got a great looking, cute mascot.
I know. You got to meet him when you were here at our office for the ribbon cutting, didn't you?
Right?
Yeah. So your mascot is a monkey, and we talked about having that monkey on your back, right?
We do. So we talk about the monkey on the back here a lot. And so we don't actually refer to him as our mascot so much as let me tell you exactly who Harris is. Harris is that weight that you do feel on your back to be in those roles and responsibilities. So he's the burden that the small business owner feels when he feels pressured on time to complete all the administrative tasks and get home in time for dinner, or the pressure to hire somebody because he's out of time, but he's not sure when he's going to get around to it. He might not be sure how to make sure his employees are productive and aligned to his vision and strategy. And so Harris represents that burden that we all feel at times in running a business. And it sometimes gets in the way of us having a life. And that's what we do at the Essentials Company is we take care of Harris. We take care of all of those burdens that you feel because you were in business, but they weren't the reason you got into business in the first place.
Sure.
So run a business, have a life. And I think many of our business owners get that. We're working, we're not home in time for dinner. We're missing important family events. We're taking care of paperwork on the weekends instead of enjoying our families. Let's break it down a little bit. Let's talk about some of the services that you provide at the Essentials Company. Let's talk about some accounting essentials. What is that?
You bet. Accounting Essentials is an outsourced bookkeeping and outsourced CFO service company. So we provide a lot of continuity for small business owners with their accounting so that they don't have to feel the pains of turnover by having an in-house bookkeeper. So at Accounting Essentials, we will either provide the accounting staff or do the bookkeeping or oversee a client's own bookkeeper to make sure that it is in line with the strategy of the company and providing not just historical information for a business owner, but some information to help them project into the future and have a clear picture about where they're headed.
And that's so important because the accountant, the person who's taking care of those records and bookkeeping, play a critical role in the overall health of the organization. Now let's talk a little bit about the staffing essentials. What's up with that?
So Staffing Essentials is both a temporary staffing firm as well as a direct placement firm. And we also do outsourced recruiting services for many clients. Traditionally, Staffing Essentials has been niched in the banking industry, but they are now also in engineering and IT. They also recruit for human resource professionals and administrative type staff.
I had no idea you had so many things under your umbrella. The Essentials Company. EssentialsCompanyInc.com is their website, EssentialsCompanyInc.com. And then let's talk about Employer Essentials.
So Employer Essentials is a human resource and payroll outsourcing company. And we get involved both on an administrative, operational, and strategic level with our human resource clients to really help them understand what their needs are in those areas and take the burden off their back or the monkey off their back by adminning payroll, adminning benefits, and then also helping them from a knowledge base with how to develop those plans of dealing with employees or hiring and onboarding programs. We help them with compliance and managing the costs related to claims that may arise because of having employees. So really the full HR spectrum is what we can help with at Employer Essentials.
Tara, let's give some contact information. Many of our listeners, of course, business owners, and they may be saying, oh, this is a breath of fresh air. I just need somebody to take Harris, that monkey, off my back, and it sounds like you're the right one. How do we contact you?
Well, our phone number is 720-501-2280.
Let's get that number again.
720-501-2280.
I love it. It is the Essentials Company. You can find them online at essentialscompanyinc.com. This is who Experience Pros uses when it was time for us to take off admin, take this off so we can focus on our day, right? You want to be wearing all of these hats, and especially if accounting and bookkeeping and HR and payroll and,
if that ain't your bailiwick,
yeah.
Get it off your back.
Get it off and do what you do best. Have that life. Run your business. Fall in love with your business again, because all those pain points, those things that we talked about with Harris, they all go away. You can outsource it all. And when you outsource it to one company, then there's all this synergy. You're not dealing with a whole bunch of companies trying to work together. The Essentials Company put it all together under one perfect little umbrella for you. Tara, what else do we want our listeners to know about the Essentials Company?
Well, I would say that what you mentioned right there with having it all in one place is definitely one of the unique pieces of our company. There are many companies out there who do payroll, human resources, accounting, and staffing, but we have really been working hard together as a partnership to build a team that works and interacts, just like you said, with that synergy, so that our clients can have one point of contact and have access to all of those services and all of the different types of expertise that we have under our roof, and not feeling like they have to make several phone calls or have several points of contact. So that's one of the unique things about us. The other thing I would say is that, we love life, and we love enjoying life together as a team here at the Essentials Company, and we want our clients to be able to do the same. That's a huge, huge thing for us, and those relationships that we have with friends and colleagues and family. And so that's why everything that we do here is geared towards running a business and having a life.
We've been with you for several years. Thank you so much for your support of the Experience Pros radio show. We can say without any question, we love the company, and we know that you love to have that life and help others achieve that as well. The website is essentialscompanyinc.com, essentialscompanyinc.com. And Tara, give the phone number one more time, please.
You bet. 720-501-2280.
720-501-2280. This is the company Eric and I use, Experience Pros uses. Make sure that you are outsourcing all of those monkeys on your back. Get rid of Harris and work with the company that we love working with. Tara, it's not just a tagline. It is a culture. Run a business. Have a life. Do that phone number one more time, Tara.
You bet. 720-501-2280.
All right, folks, call today. We're grateful for you, Tara. Thanks for joining us today.
Thanks for having me on the show. You guys have a good day.
You bet. Folks, when we come back, more positive business talk. You're listening to Angel and Eric on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
You've got a great business, lots of customers, and a catchy tagline. Things are going great, right? Has it ever occurred to you that if you are doing so well in your business, someone else might be trying to copy or steal your concept and make it their own? It happens every day. But don't let it happen to you. You need attorney Steve Replin on your side. Much more than just a lawyer, Steve is a business consultant who knows how to protect what's yours while helping you grow it to success. Call Steve today and CYA. That's Cover Your Assets. 303-322-7919. 303-322-7919.
Computers. We can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate when it doesn't work. I'm stuck with how to get past the lockup, the slurry, lost data. This is what the IT specializes in. all your computer quirks and hang-ups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call over to Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057. 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about their preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Did you get some great customer service today? Did someone make you feel a little happier for doing business with them?
Give them a fan brag. This is Eric, and you can call into Fan Braggin Friday and share your story with me and Angel on the air, or you can write a fan brag at experiencepros.com.
Once you start looking for great customer service, you'll find it's in more places than you thought. Share your great finds with us by calling 855-FAN-BRAG during our Friday show. Kindness is so simple, and we want to hear from you.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
Chris Cook, tonight at 6 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the most positive business talk show in America. There's a party going on tomorrow.
Absolutely. It's a grand opening of a brand new business in Denver. Bumper Dock is opening its doors tomorrow. The grand opening is from 4 until 6 p.m. We'll be hosting a ribbon cutting. The address is 1330 South Parker Road, 1330 South Parker Road. And we are actually getting to cut the ribbon for them or host the ribbon cutting for them.
You know, the grand opening of any business, such a huge thing in the cycle of a business owner's life. And we're going to have a great turnout. I would love to invite all of our listeners to come and join, celebrate, somebody new in the business, somebody coming in and making a difference in our economy.
You know, I always love it when we see the community turn out for a ribbon cutting to support that business owner. It is a big leap of faith to say, all right, I'm jumping into this small business ownership thing and I'm opening up my doors, and you are so nervous, so hopeful. I mean, you just kind of want to puke all over everything, right? But when you come out and show your support, it just kind of reminds them that they're doing something good. So supporting the small business economy, putting people to work, and giving you another great place to do business. So that's tomorrow, which is Wednesday, June 10th, from 4 until 6 p.m. at 1330 South Parker Road in Denver.
Just south of the intersection of Parker and Mississippi. And would love to have you come and join us.
All right. And we'd also love for you to vote for Experience Pros in the Big Game competition. Smallbusinessbiggame.com is the website. And we also posted a link on our Facebook wall for you to vote to help Experience Pros win a Super Bowl
A
commercial.
Super Bowl commercial. It's a $5 million prize, and it literally takes, I timed it, it takes less than 10 seconds. It takes about 2 seconds because it's 2 clicks. You click on the link on our website or our Facebook page, and then you click vote here, and it's done. No registration, no nothing.
No, nothing. No,
And
nothing. Just your votes. But you have to vote every day. The voting is a daily activity,
until August.
it's going to be exhausting. We're going to get bored with the whole idea of voting.
But think of the reason why. Of the many businesses that are competing for this, the Experience Pro stands out, and here's why. Because we're not winning for Experience Pros, we're winning for all the small businesses that are represented for Experience Pros. We want to take you with us.
We do, absolutely. So thank you so much for taking the time to vote for us every single day. All right, so we find all sorts of activities aimed at driving people to our website, right? We're doing all this stuff.
But are you spending enough on your CRO?
My what?
Your CRO. CRO.
My CRO?
Oh, you don't know what that means?
Well,
I'll help.
I didn't know we said crow.
Conversion rate optimization.
Oh, is that how you say it? You say crow?
You know what,
it's
I
not
said
CRO?
it out loud. No, it is CRO, but I said it out loud and it doesn't help. We should probably define what is
conversion rate optimization. All right. Well, here's the thing. It's the process of increasing your website leads and sales pipeline into sales.
Oh, are you tracking that? Are you spending enough on that?
Well, we don't take a lot of time putting all that, tracking. So we're getting people there, but once they're there, how are we converting them into actual leads and then turning them into customers? So here's some success stories. Little changes can make a huge difference. They say the internet abounds with examples of how small changes to landing page design, button placement, statements of calls to action, imagery, headlines, and more can result in big terms of conversion. And so here are a couple success stories for you.
Pretty cool, successful. Maker of underarm sweat shields boosted sales by 93% simply by switching to a more action-oriented headline. They changed the headline on their webpage, and they've changed it to put an end to sweat marks.
93%. 93% with that headline. An online watch vendor increased their sales by 107% just by adding the Seiko authorized dealer seal. So if you've won an award, if you're part of an association, you've got a certification, putting that seal of approval on your website, a vendor increased their sales by 107%.
Holy cow. Software provider Veeam increased their CTR, that client transaction rate, by 161% by changing the quote, request a quote, to read request pricing. You tell me words don't matter.
Absolutely. A simple little thing. Another one increased their report downloads by 32% just by increasing the size of the button to download.
Oh, and then an e-commerce tool vendor saw a 60% bump in landing page conversions simply by removing the sign-up form.
So people didn't want to fill out the form.
They
wanted to come and hang out with you, but if I needed a form to get there, so they saw an increase. And then another one, increasing their product image size, increased their conversion. So here's the thing. CRO, conversion rate optimization, does not cost a lot of money, but it does require a disciplined approach. So the first step you need to do is, one, create a baseline. Where are you at now? This way you know if you're making any difference. Right? You can't track a 93% or a 67% increase if you don't know where you are started. So spend a little time checking your Google Analytics, tracking your visit sites, your bounce rate, your exit rates, how much people are spending time on the site, and your page views, to get an idea of your current behaviors, just what's going on today.
Once you've done that, you need to form some hypotheses, and you can start by asking yourself the following questions. Is your value proposition resonating with your target market? Is it clearly communicated on your website and landing page?
How relevant is your primary message? Does it quickly address the reason that the visitor came to your site in the first place?
This is getting a little close.
How easy is it for visitors to find the information they're looking for? Even us, I'm tooling around on our website going, I can't find what I'm looking for.
And if Angel can't find what we're looking for, we're not doing it right.
Are there any distractions or obstacles that take them away from the desired conversion? Is there a bunny trail? for them to end up on.
More to the point, are there any red flags that cause the visitor not to want to complete the desired action?
Is there anything that creates a sense of urgency to drive that faster conversion? Buy now, I need this today, there's a deadline.
Do you have that compelling call to action? Is it prominently displayed to drive conversion, or do you have to drive down 5 pages, which we all know is unlikely?
And finally, does your site inspire trust? Does it look like it's secure? Is it quality? Does it create customer satisfaction? Does it match your culture and your brand promise? And so based on your baseline analysis, answering some key questions, execute a plan, execute an A/B test plan. Here's this size button, here's that size button. Here's this form, here's that form.
Create 2 landing pages. It's not complicated to create a landing page on your website. You don't have to change, make it your home page or anything like that. But then send people to these landing pages and start charting and tracking the thereof that you experience.
Yeah, so for example, if you're getting plenty of form visits but few form fills, you may want to look at simpler ways to simplify your forms. If you're experiencing high bounce rates on your homepage, that page may not be effectively communicating your value proposition or addressing the primary driver of the visit. So testing alternative messages, imagery, layouts are also recommended. And so I'm going to actually post this link on our Facebook wall because I think it's fantastic for helping you get the idea. Spend a little time. It's kind of like, yes, it's great that they all open the door to your shop. I mean, that's what getting a ton of visitors to your website. They all open the door and go, oh, that's nice, and leave.
Right.
That's not converting them into sales.
No, it isn't. And by the way, a nice little tie-in here. We started by talking a little bit about the small business big game competition for the Super Bowl commercial that we are participating in. And I just voted just during the commercial break, and I sent, and literally it's 2 clicks. And the thing that I sent up to Facebook was, I've never seen an easier way to get involved in the voting process. If it's less than 2 seconds and it includes 2 clicks, how could it possibly be simpler? And guess what? That's what we're talking about here. I am a statistic for the conversion rate of small business big game because I did what they asked us to do, and there were no barriers to me doing it.
No barriers. And I think that these days people are doing it on their phones, they're doing it on the go. In a commercial break, you got to make it snappy.
Right.
It's got to be quick and easy. If there are any hurdles, it takes too long to load. It's not what I was looking for. I couldn't find the button. Even now, we just added a new listen here link button on our website.
Oh, and we've seen traffic to the radio show go up immeasurably.
Yeah, and this is one of those things we're looking at it going, well, there it is, and it's over here, and
been on this radio link forever.
But the button, people just wanted a button. And turns out, little things, those improves your conversion rate.
It goes to the customer experience, again, tying into the last conversation that we had. Do you take time to consider what your customer experience is? You could have the best idea, you could have the best widget, you could have the best and if you don't have the best customer experience, it means not a lot. So take some time, invest in developing that customer experience, and you will be rewarded with pleased customers.
Absolutely. And I mean, that's kind of what we're all after. We do a lot of events, we do a lot of marketing, we do a lot of campaigns, and it's fabulous to get people to hear about us. But that's like the entry that just gets them to our doorway, right? They just kind of come, if you've got a retail brick and mortar, you're getting them to your doorway. Well, now you want them to come in and do business with you. And it's a process. So understanding what your sales process is and using the internet and using all the tools in your website to take them through that sales process is key to growing your business.
Absolutely. Going to take a quick station ID and a break for the news here at the top of the hour, but we'd invite you to stay tuned. In fact, turn up the radio and do business with the people who do business with the pros. And we'll be back with another hour of positive business talk right after this.
This has been the Experience Pros Radio Show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more information, you can contact Experience Pros by calling 720-344-2446 or visit them on the web at experiencepros.com, facebook.com/experiencepros, and twitter.com/experiencepros. What are you waiting for? Join the revolution.
Dana Lash, 8 p.m. weeknights on KLZ 560.
SquareTrade does not cover lost or stolen items. Savings based on 2-year iPhone plan with one claim compared to Assurant total equipment coverage as of April 10th, 2015.
Getting a new Galaxy, iPhone, or other smartphone? Get this. Every 2 seconds, one of us accidentally breaks our phone. So protecting your new smartphone is a smart idea. But if you have insurance from one of those big cell phone companies, you're paying way too much. I'm Steve Abernethy, and I founded SquareTrade to give you a better choice. Phone insurance from Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carriers can cost you as much as $11 every month, plus up to $199 deductible when you break your phone. SquareTrade phone protection is less than $5 a month with a much lower deductible. We can save you over $240. And switching to SquareTrade is easy. Even if you're locked into a 2-year phone contract with Verizon, Sprint, or other wireless carrier, you can cancel their phone insurance anytime. We'll even show you how.
Switch to SquareTrade now and save over $240. Visit squaretrade.com. That's squaretrade.com.
SquareTrade. KLZ AM 560, KLZ HD Denver. Listen live at klz560radio.com. KLZ 560.
This is the Blaze Radio News. I'm Kay Long. Congress looking into more problems at the TSA. The Senate Homeland Security Committee hearing about a new report of up to 73 airport workers on terrorism watch lists. Details now from the Blaze Radio's Greg Moore.
A Homeland Security report raising questions about who is working in America's airports. The report says the TSA failed to identify more than 70 workers with terrorism-related category codes. Those workers including airline employees and airport vendors who had access to secure airport areas. The TSA blames the failure on a limited review process, saying it relies on hundreds of commercial airports and airlines to verify the employees' criminal histories.
The longest-serving House Speaker, Republican Dennis Hastert, making an appearance in federal court later this afternoon. Current House Speaker, Republican John Boehner, saying he's surprised by the criminal charges against Hastert.
I had no inkling whatsoever. I was as shocked and dismayed by the reports that I read as anyone else around here.
Hastert accused of hiding $3.5 million in bank withdrawals intended as hush money to hide sexual misconduct with a male student. Hastert only charged with violating banking laws and lying to the FBI. No sexual abuse charges filed. A new straw poll showing one Democratic presidential candidate closing the gap on Hillary Clinton. The Blaze Radio's Tom Peace with that story.
There seems to be growing support for Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders. The Vermont senator pulling in 41% of the vote in a Wisconsin straw poll, finishing second to frontrunner Hillary Clinton. Clinton drawing less than 50% in the straw poll of Wisconsin delegates. Vice President Joe Biden gets 3% of the vote, as does former Maryland Governor Martin O'Malley. There's even weaker support for former Virginia Senator Jim Webb and former Rhode Island Governor Lincoln Chafee.
That's Tom Peace reporting. This is news on the Blaze Radio Network. Truth lives here.
The Blaze Radio News on KLZ 560 Denver. Dana Lash after Grassroots Radio Colorado on KLZ 560.
You're listening to the Experience Pros radio show, where business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer, best-selling authors of Lists That Saved My Business and founders of Experience Pros University, are inspiring you to get your business right. Let's join Angel and Eric for today's program.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Thanks for taking time out of your day to join us for ours. We're here to remind you that small business is big business, and your business is our business. I've got a question. It's been bugging me for years, and I've just never vocalized it until just now. And I need to.
Wow.
I need to put it out there to our listeners, and I need some help. So if you have an answer for me, do not hesitate to call or share your answer with us online. I need help.
Jeez, what is it?
Well, it's a grooming question.
Okay.
You know, guys sometimes wear T-shirts, right?
Like
undershirts.
Undershirts. Okay, sure.
Undershirts under their shirts.
Right.
And I just saw a guy who's wearing a tank top T-shirt under his shirt, and it's obvious because you can see the seams of it, right?
Right.
It's a tank, and I know they make those tank top T-shirts. I sweat like a pig, And so
Ew.
and I've ruined more shirts in the underarm area than I care to admit. Why would anyone wear a T-shirt where there's no coverage, no protection? That's what they're designed for. T-shirts, undershirts are designed to take the pit sweat away and wick it away from the sleeve, the underarm of your nice, expensive shirt. Why? Why do people wear tank top T-shirts?
Okay, so I'm gonna guess that that the reason they wear a sleeveless one is maybe they don't sweat like a pig, and maybe their arms and their shoulders are just a little too muscular for the sleeves.
Too muscular?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No. We don't accept that question, that answer at all.
No?
No, because it's not too muscular for the sleeves because they're wearing another shirt that has those same sleeves.
I know, but maybe those sleeves on the under T-shirt are just a little too snug for their guns.
No.
Hey,
does your husband wear T-shirts?
he does wear an
Sleeved
undershirt.
or unsleeved?
Sleeved.
Okay, so maybe not everybody sweats like a pig, but maybe your husband does. Let's see if Charlie does. Does Charlie wear a T-shirt? Charlie doesn't wear a T-shirt, so he's probably one of those and he's not. He's totally confident in his.
Totally confident. He's got his arms
hands
up.
in the air.
Hands
He
up.
just don't care.
Okay, so
If anybody has the answer to this, why
a sleeveless undershirt?
Makes no
Because the
sense.
point is to collect the sweat from your underarms.
Yes.
But it also, there's more than that. It looks nicer to have a T-shirt underneath. So if you've got your collar open,
I don't think so.
I don't want to see your chest hairs poking out. I would rather see a T-shirt.
I don't think so.
Yes, and
I button it tight,
and
though.
it
Do I have
makes
chest hairs poking out?
you do, and the shirt lays nicer. It's like when you put on your makeup, we put on a foundation so it's smoother, and so the T-shirt allows the shirt to just lay nicer and it looks nicer. There's no chest hair bumpies, and I don't know. I just think it lays nicer. It looks nicer. It looks cleaner. It looks more professional. And you don't have to have sleeves to have the layered look.
I think it looks really tacky, especially when somebody wears a T-shirt under a T-shirt. I think that's dumb.
A T-shirt under a T-shirt?
Seen it?
No,
I've
with the
seen it.
colors, like the two colors.
Seen it.
I
looks
like it.
Dumb.
It's dumb?
It looks dumb
Why does it look dumb?
because it's tacky.
Well, what's the difference if it was a white shirt, an undershirt under a shirt?
What?
It doesn't have to be white. It can be colored. It doesn't have to be a solid white shirt underneath. It just has to be, it can be blue. It could be
I'm not
black. It
getting
could be
my
brown.
questions answered here.
Okay.
Call me.
Why wear a sleeveless? Why wear a sleeveless undershirt?
Charlie, can I put that to this phone number here? Is that all right? 303-477-5600. 303-477-5600. If you wear a T-shirt, and particularly if you wear a T-shirt without the sleeves, call in and tell me why. I don't get it.
Well, I'm going to find you some answers.
All right,
I'm going to
okay.
find you some answers.
More positive business talk coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Finding care for an aging parent or loved one can be a simple and hassle-free process with Home Care Assistance Denver by your side. They are locally owned and provide hourly as well as 24/7 live-in services by caregivers that are custom matched based on client needs. They personalize every care plan to fit your loved one's very specific needs. Call them today to schedule your free in-home assessment. 720-443-3371. 720-443-3371. More information can be found at homecareassistancedenver.com. They love serving your loved ones. Call now, 720-443-3371.
When your IT person says, your VPN's PPTP failed because the IP conflict caused a protocol failure, all you seem to hear is, blah, blah, money, blah, blah, last time. We're C-Squared Computer Consulting, and we speak geek fluently, but we translate when talking to you. When you understand the issues, you can better prioritize your money and time. Our managed services provide a stable spending model with system monitoring and trust. Call C-Squared Computer Consulting today at 303-933-1113 or go to c2cc.net.
It was once said the pen was mightier than the sword, We are living in a time now that is demanding the Republic to speak up. Our elected officials need to hear from you. Commit now to send at least one of your representatives the Pen. The Pen is a bi-monthly publication with news, opinions, and insights for only $24.95. Order yours and order theirs from CSC Talk Radio, P.O. Box 73, California, Missouri 65018, or online at csctalkradio.com. Get your hands on the Pen and share constitutional truth with your elected officials.
Hi, this is Eric, and I want to talk to you about my friends over at McDonald Volvo. This family-owned business has been delivering extreme customer service for almost 50 years right here in our neighborhood. With upfront worry-free pricing and super personalized service, your best car buying experience is at McDonald Volvo. General Manager Will Roughton is a great friend, and he wants to meet you personally. Call him at 303-738-4803. That's 303-738-4803, and tell him the pros sent you.
It's not every day you get to party at a brand new auto body shop. Bumper Doc Denver is throwing a grand opening party on June 10th, and your name is on the guest list. Prizes, refreshments, red ribbon, and a huge pair of scissors are in play. And you want to be there. A grand opening is huge in the life of a new business. Please join the Experienced Pros on Wednesday, June 10th from 4 to 6 p.m. Bumper Doc Denver is located on Parker Road, just south of Mississippi. Details are on the calendar at experiencedpros.com. Body shop business just went booyah!
Advertising is really effective, especially for small business. Turn your company into a household name by advertising on the Experienced Pros radio show. We'll help you build a trusted reputation with the professionals who listen to the program. You'll connect with the right audience and at the right price. Advertise with the Experienced Pros radio show. Sign up at experiencedpros.com and put your brand on the tip of your customer's tongue. Sign up today and start advertising with the Experienced Pros at experiencedpros.com.
Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experienced Pros want to help you get your business right. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experienced Pros radio show.
Shake it up. Shake it up. Welcome back to the Experienced Pros radio show, where we've been shaking it up for years. Glad to have you back. The question is out there: why do people wear sleeveless T-shirts under undershirts? And apparently, the answer is coming back. We haven't got any phone calls on this, and that's okay. I guess nobody wants to confess. But Angel, your hypothesis of they just want to show their guns might actually be closer to the accurate story.
Of course.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's more comfortable. The sleeves, they bunch up under the gentleman's arms, and I think if you do have, big shoulders or muscular arms, that it probably is more comfortable.
But yet you want. Why the hell are you wearing a T-shirt anyways?
You still want that layered look.
Are you
still
cold?
Want that? No, it looks nicer. The shirt lays nicer. A gentleman who wears a dress shirt without a T-shirt under is tacky.
Oh. Tacky.
It's tacky.
I see.
It is tacky. It's like a woman. It's like a woman not wearing a bra.
So Charlie is wearing a dress shirt without an undershirt.
But he has a thicker style thing. You can't see through it. He has a thicker.
I am wearing a dress shirt without an undershirt.
Yeah, you should have pressed yours today a little bit. So
this is a material that doesn't press. It's there is no getting those out. It's part of the design.
Challenge accepted. It's part of the design. I am pretty sure that's not how you bought it. Okay, not like that. No, like if you're wearing a suit, like in a tie and a dress. If you're dressed,
I always wear an undershirt for that.
Always?
Yes.
Because why wouldn't you?
Because I sweat like a pig.
Oh no, because it's tacky.
No.
I
know why I buy my
T-shirt. So you sweat in that shirt, but not in this one.
You know what? You're taking it way to the.
Well, wait a minute. You didn't wear a T-shirt under this one. You always wear a T-shirt there because you sweat like a pig. Do you not sweat like a pig in this shirt?
This shirt doesn't show the sweat.
It doesn't show the sweat.
I didn't anticipate sweating. Stop it. Does it show the sweat?
It doesn't.
No.
So that's the secret for you. You're like, I don't want to show the sweat, but I still sweat. But I don't want to show. But this shirt doesn't show the sweat.
This is the problem for asking for feedback.
What's the problem? It's because who knows what kind of stuff you're going to get.
Don't.
All right, so you need some steps to get to feedback that really helps you get better, right? We're always looking for feedback that will help us get better.
I was trying.
But what ends up happening is we completely derail. We get all these weird things, and it doesn't end up helping us in the first place. Customer surveys do the same thing, right? We're asking for information, but does it really help us at the end of the day? Here's the question. Are you likely to refer us? Yes or no? Yes, they are, or no, they're not.
If you make me fill out this form, the answer is no.
Right. And if you say no, then we know, well, now will you tell us why you said no? If we got less than a perfect score, now we want your words. And so we're like, forget it. Here's my perfect score. We know how to take the test. So here are some steps to get feedback that really helps you get better. If you do have a better answer than I gave of why Eric should wear a t-shirt
I wear
sleeves every day. No?
That was not the question.
Oh, why he should.
The question is, why do you wear sleeveless tank top t-shirts? That was the question. I'm asking the right question. You're answering the wrong one.
I'm a girl.
Challenge accepted. All right. Listen,
it depends on if you want good feedback, you got to ask the right person.
The right person, the right question. There's so many things here. It's a hard rule. Second one is, once you get your feedback, I guess you need to listen.
Not just with your ears, but with your entire demeanor that says, I care about what you're saying. You do not care about what I'm saying.
It says, not just with your ears, but with your eyes and with all your body language. I am carefully listening.
Listen to learn and to understand, not to rebuke. Ask some more. If someone says you did a good job, ask for more detail.
So may I have some more? No. She will hit you again.
Ask for more information. Ask them to elaborate. Give them, ask them to actually share the details, share the experience. What was there, rather than talking, because most of us talk in generics, random answers. But see if you can narrow it down and dig down and get a little more detail.
Resist the urge to judge.
Why you gotta judge me?
No, you're judging me.
I didn't judge you.
You don't wear it. That shirt doesn't sweat. What's it?
I'm asking you a question. Isn't that like the logical next step when he says, I always wear, because I sweat like a pig, but I'm not wearing one today.
For a dress shirt, this isn't really a dress shirt. This is a button-down shirt, but it's not really a dress shirt. It's a casual shirt who's designed to have that wrinkled look.
So again, dress shirts, always, because it's techie not to.
Finally, if you ask, make sure you say thank you.
Thanks for your thoughtfulness. Your candid feedback is really a gift, and I appreciate it.
That was very interesting.
Hey, now.
What word we use when we don't want to say anything else?
Mm-hmm.
That was interesting.
It is. It was interesting.
It's interesting.
All right. Well, there's good feedback, and there's feedback that's not so helpful. But feedback can be, if you ask the right questions, ask the right audience, and get feedback that can actually help you grow, change, or improve what you're doing.
I love you, girl. It's okay.
Okay.
Business tips and insights coming up next on the Experience Pros Radio Network.
The Experience Pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
The business professionals at Extreme Relationship Management know that networking is one of the best ways to create word-of-mouth marketing for your business. They also know that many of you feel like it's a complete waste of time. The difference is knowing how to network and what to do with all those business cards that you collect. Tune in every Thursday to learn about the ERM networking laws, and be sure to sign up for the next ERM class. Extreme Relationship Management offers training and events to help you realize how rewarding networking can be. Train the ERM way. Find them online at extremerelationshipmanagement.com and call 855-I-LIKE-ERM to find out more about their next class.
One of the most important tools in your business is your phone, and you can't afford dropped calls. You can afford Edgetronics. They get your phone system to work for you, not against you. As a certified veteran-owned business, they'll serve your business with honor, and they guarantee you'll always be able to reach them. Call today at 303-766-1699. That's 303-766-1699. Give your phone some love, and you'll love the outcome. You can't afford intermittent service or static phone lines. You can afford Edgetronics. 303-766-1699 or online at edgetronics, that's with an X.com.
Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe is the official fitness sponsor of the Experience Pros radio show. This is Angel, and Orange Theory is the energizing group fitness concept that is sweeping the nation. Experience the Orange Effect at the location Eric and I work out at. It's Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road. You'll see more energy, visible toning, and extra calorie burn for up to 36 hours after your workout. Call for a free Saturday session at 303-645-4290. That's 303-645-4290. We'll see you at Orange Theory Fitness at Parker and Arapahoe Road.
Dude, your wife's hot.
I know, right?
I'm not kidding. She's really hot.
Yeah, I married up.
I'm trying to tell you, your wife's hot.
Will someone please call Bowman Heating and Air? It's 90 degrees in here.
Don't let anyone else tell you how hot your wife is. Call Bowman Heating and Air today. 303-622-6502. Bowman Heating and Air, keeping couples together and relationships cool. Ask about the preventative maintenance option with a 100% mechanical guarantee. BowmanHVAC.com.
Gentlemen, it's time to step it up a notch. I'm talking about your clothing. Sure, we're all super casual here in Colorado, but there's something to be said for dressing to match your market. You need personal stylist Michelle Martinez. Michelle will come to where you are, custom measure you for an unmatched fit, and help you find your next outfit, all without breaking the bank. Luxury starts with premium materials, and Michelle's got the best Italian fabrics. And talk about value, your clothes delivered straight to you, saving you tons. Call Michelle today, 720-261-4914. That's 720-261-4914.
Landlords, listen up. If you have investment property, you need Legacy Properties PM. Devin Bewley will absolutely get you the highest rent possible, handle every imaginable emergency, and make sure that your property is well cared for. He visits every property regularly and knows that he's working for you. Legacy Properties PM, where their promise to you is simple. If your property isn't earning you money, you owe them nothing. There's nothing to lose. 720-989-1996. Mention Experience Pros and they'll waive the first month's management fee.
The Dana Show with Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros want to help you get your business right. Have you joined the revolution? Visit meetup.com/The Revolution and become a business revolutionary. And now, back to Eric and Angel on the Experience Pros radio show.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show. Very nice to have you along with us today. This just in, we have coming in over text, sleeveless shirts are for showing the guns, says one of our listeners. Regular t-shirts are for men with man boobs. Okay. I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, do you find, I'm going to segue away from that altogether. Do you find, like I do, that it is sometimes awkward and sometimes even a little off-putting to connect with people in a networking environment or a social environment? Do you often find yourself on the deficit side of, how do I get a conversation going? You would think, here we do, all we do is talk for a living here on the Experience Pros radio show. And so it should be fairly easy to start up a conversation with anybody. But I am at my worst, and this is when I start to sweat. This is why I need sleeved t-shirts, not because of my man boobs, listener. That I know. Can you believe that he wrote that in and said it's because men wear t-shirts with sleeves because of to hide their boobs?
I probably think that there's an element of truth to that.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Could you?
Stop. But I start to sweat going into a networking environment because I feel completely out of my element meeting strangers.
It is so funny to watch him get all paralyzed. He's like looking at me like his eyes are all big. He's sweating. He's like, Angel, this is not my thing. Yeah. I'm like, stop it. Come on. We're going to go meet some people.
Yep. All right. So, good guy, Jeffrey James, wrote a great article on 7 quick ways to connect with anybody. And it comes with 7 questions. Stop that, listener. Stop listening. No, don't stop listening. There's a listener who's texting us with inappropriate comments.
No, it's quite appropriate. Sleeveless t-shirts for showing the guns.
I said this already.
Regular t-shirts, men with man boobs.
Yes, and I didn't read that last part.
I just came in on my phone.
All right. Jeez.
I'm slow. Mine had to go to space.
Apparently. Here are the 7
See,
questions.
you can talk about anything. Okay, the 7 questions. The 7 questions to ask a man wearing a sleeveless t-shirt.
To move a conversation from chit-chat into something more meaningful. Number 1, what do you do for fun? Oh, that's chit-chat, right? That's easy. Hey, what do you do for fun? Second, what are you most passionate about?
Yeah, I don't think you want to ask Eric either of these questions.
Really.
What do you do for fun? What are you most passionate about? Next.
What's your favorite cause or charity?
Oh, okay. All right.
What's your guilty pleasure? And why?
Okay, I just met you. I'm not sharing my guilty pleasures, and I am definitely not telling you why.
What in your life
Who asks these questions?
This is Larry Bennett who threw it all together. What in your life makes you the most proud?
Okay.
See some pictures of the
grandkids and all that, yeah.
What's on your bucket list?
That's a fun one.
All right. And in case I can refer you business, who's your perfect client or partner?
Okay, so here's I'm like, no. Who brought you here? How'd you find out about this event? Do you know the host? These are all like easy to answer questions that are not a yes or no answer, and gets people, I saw it on Meetup. Do you use Meetup? How often are you part of a lot of groups? What other groups are you a part of? And see how that can go. How do you know our host? Oh, well, I didn't know her. I just saw her, or somebody invited me. Well, who invited you? How did you meet that person? Well, we do business together. We're in a BNI group together.
Very fast for us to write these down.
Oh, sorry. Are you writing down? Are you taking notes?
It's so easy for you.
Are you taking notes? That's why I'm telling you. You can go back and listen to the replay and put me on slow motion.
All right.
My husband's video camera does that slow motion thing.
Really?
On his phone. Yeah. And he's always taking videos of us doing stuff and running in slow motion. So you can put us in slow motion.
Fire.
All right. But, here's some things. So we want to then, because you want to keep the conversation, while it seems like a social environment, especially if you're in it for networking and building your network, talking about business types of topics, what kind of business are you in? How did you get into that? What did you do before that? It's always an interesting question to get people into that story. And even if you're let's say you're at the Pepsi Center, you're at an event, you're in a box with people you've never even met before. Again, how do you know the host? How often do you come? Are you close? Did you take light rail? There's just so many different, just ask a question. How hard is that? But don't ask. Do not ask.
What do you do for fun?
What do you do for fun? What are you most passionate about? And what is your guilty pleasure? And why? To somebody you are just trying to get a conversation going. That is something you do
at the bar.
Yeah, after a few cocktails. And now it doesn't matter what the answers are anymore because we're not really interested in a conversation. Do you know how to dance?
Yeah, right. There you go. Well, this business tip has been brought to you by McDonald Volvo, McDonaldVolvo.com, where they give you the ultimate sense of control. You need to check out their new V60 Cross Country. You're going to love it. It's geared for adventure. And, of course, here in Colorado, don't we love our adventure? McDonald Volvo, 6040 South Broadway in Littleton. You can give them a call at 888-602-0924. Again, 888-602-0924. Ask for the general manager, Will Roughton, our personal friend, and he will give you the best deal possible. In fact, he might even give you a free roof rack if you mention the Experience Pros radio show.
He might. He
will.
He might.
Totally.
I don't know. I think you have to talk him into it.
Well, just mention Experience Pros.
No. Now ask him what he does for guilty pleasures.
You want to see Eric's rack.
Ask him what he does for fun.
All right. McDonaldVolvo.
Ask him what you can do with your car for fun.
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that one.
Go tell him what car you're most passionate about.
McDonaldVolvo.com. Experience their World of Summer event going on now. We'll be right back after these messages.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Get your payroll and employee paperwork done efficiently, effectively, and economically with Employer Essentials. Free up your time, free up your money, and let Employer Essentials help your business grow. They handle all of your payroll and HR needs at EmployerEssentials.com or call 303-734-9436. 303-734-9436.
If printing is an essential part of your business day, then RMK Cartridge is your lifeline to success. Hi, this is Eric, and Angel and I wouldn't think of running our business without having RMK Cartridge on our speed dial. Remanufactured ink and toner cartridges are just the beginning. Free delivery and award-winning service coupled with 30 to 50% savings over original manufacturer products means that we're saving time, money, and space in the landfill all at once. Treat your printer to the best. Contact the guys at RMK Cartridge at 303-781-2076 or on the web at rmkcartridge.com.
When you work from home, you run the risk of setting up a makeshift workspace in the corner or somewhere off to the side of your bedroom. It's not really a home office. It just happens to be your office at home. Let Helene's Designs help you create a productive workspace that transforms you from hobbyist into an innovative CEO ready to be featured in a magazine spread. Take charge of your home office and call Helene's Designs. You're the CEO. Make sure your home office looks like it. 720-233-7302. 720-233-7302.
Let's face it, you're stuck. Sure, your business is stable, but you've been floundering it even for too long. It's time to call Stephanie Scheller. Stephanie is a systems, business, and marketing coach who's helped over 300 companies improve their results by setting up systems and holding them accountable to trackable growth. Sometimes all you need is a fresh perspective and a little bit of accountability to break through to the next level of your success story. Call Stephanie today, 210-426-6956, and just talk to her. 210-426-6956. She can help. It's your business. Call today.
Nyland's Collision Center is an award-winning body shop that takes great care of you and your car. This matters when your insurance company wants to take shortcuts. Nyland's Collision Center only uses manufactured parts. This matters when a cheap, ill-fitting part is available. At Nyland's, it matters. If it's not perfect, it's not leaving. 303-761-9219. 303-761-9219.
SharpNet Solutions has been optimizing websites for over 16 years, since before Google was even a company. Hi, this is Eric, and I want you to let that sink in for a moment. SharpNet Solutions has been helping hundreds of small businesses get found on the search engines since before Google became Google. They're one of the most affordable SEO firms in the country, and if you tell them Experience Pros sent you, you'll get up to 50% off of your SEO services. Still wonder if they can help you? Google Experience Pros. We use them. 303-900-4988. That's 303-900-4988 or sharpnetsolutions.com.
Wake up with Randy Corcoran, 5 to 8 tomorrow morning on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros radio show, where small business is big business and your business is our business. Follow them on twitter.com/experiencepros. Now, back to Angel and Eric, the Experience Pros.
Teach your children well, their fathers have.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros radio show. At what age is it appropriate to start having certain conversations with your children?
Certain conversations?
You know the ones. Financial conversations.
Oh, those ones.
Yeah.
Those ones. At what age did your parents have the financial talk with you?
Don't think they ever did. And it shows.
And it shows. If there's one subject that has the ability to impact your kids throughout their entire lives, it is personal finances. It's things we deal with every single day. We're either spending money or earning money. And yet it's a subject that most of us weren't taught as children. One, because our parents didn't feel, I don't know, as if they had the skills to teach us. They taught us what they were doing. So we just kind of follow along in our our parents' footsteps, whether that's educated or not, or just kind of, we just do what our parents did. We're not learning it in school. We're not really learning finances often until we are deep in a pile of debt that we can't get out of.
And Jennifer Woods compiled a list of terms that experts say every kid should learn. And she even gave us at what age it's an appropriate time to start incorporating this into their lives.
So is it time to have the financial talk with your children?
If you're 4 years old or older, you need to know this word.
Savings.
Savings.
It's one of the best topics to introduce at a young age. It's easy for kids to grasp, and it can have a huge impact on those who embrace it early. Saving means not using all of your money right away, but instead putting a little bit of aside for later. I mean, how simple is that? We could all use a little more saving, right? Plenty of examples online for you to find some illustrations. But you can start it doesn't even always have to be with money. It can even, starting like with here's a toy or a couple pieces of candy.
A couple of pieces of candy, right?
Yeah.
The currency that they speak, right? Let them eat one right away and then save one until after dinner. Then each day for a week, give them 2 pieces, but have them save one in a special place. When the week's over, they'll be excited to have a bag full of candy.
It's like Halloween all over again.
Then you've got a sugar high. Let's go to the second one. At what age is it appropriate to introduce the word budget?
Oh, the big bad B word, right? It's actually age 8.
Oh.
And here's a simple way to explain it. A budget is a plan you make to keep track of your money and see where you're spending it. One great way that parents teach kids how to budget is having some jars, 3 different jars.
Yeah.
The give jar that you're donating to your special charity.
Okay.
A saving jar.
Right.
And a spending jar.
Oh, I like this.
So whenever they earn money, you divide it up between the jars. They get a little birthday money from grandma and grandpa. They put it in the 3 different jars and they split it up. This one I'm giving, this one I'm saving, and this is my spend money. And age 8 is a good time to bring that conversation
Imagine
up.
if they lock onto that and save that and actually become disciplined in that pattern. Imagine where
right
they
there.
will be
Budgeting and saving.
by the time they're ready for marriage. Oh my gosh.
My husband's budgeting rule was spend less, save more.
Smart.
I mean, that's it, right? Spend less than you make, save more than you're saving.
Doesn't have to be complicated, and I bet you he was older than 8 when he came up with it.
Probably. Good age to introduce the concept of a loan is, again, age 8, when we're talking about budgeting.
Leave me alone?
No, a loan is something that is borrowed.
Oh, that.
They learn it at the library, right? They go to the library, they pick up a book, and they have to take it back. Most kids get the basic concept because they've been in that borrowing. They've loaned something to a sibling, maybe a friend. And so you can start explaining some of the reasons to take out loans. For instance, buying a home, taking out a mortgage. Even kids know that $300,000 is a lot of money. So when they hear that's the average price of a house, they can understand why most people borrow money to cover it.
If you're going to have the conversation at 8 years old about loans, you probably should right then and there start talking about debt.
Right. Loans and debt can be explained together because, like a loan, a debt is money that you owe to somebody that needs to be paid back. And so discussing the whole idea of a debt, and that once you have a debt, it doesn't go away until you've taken care of all of it, including this next word.
Interest.
Interest has 2 sides. It's either something you pay when someone lends you money, or it's something you earn when you lend money to somebody else. So you can make a game borrowing a few dollars from your child's piggy bank and then setting up a schedule to pay it back over the next month with interest.
Now, here's an interesting thing that made the list. When talking about credit and or credit cards, I would have said, don't do that until you're at least 16, 18 years old. Have that conversation. But in fact, isn't it Barbie that has a little credit card that she
here's
gets
the
to go
thing.
swipe at the store?
Your kids are seeing you use that credit card.
Yeah.
You're going to McDonald's and you're tapping the little thing. You're at the grocery store. You're at
It's
the
not really
gas
like paying,
station.
is it?
And so they don't get the concept because no money is exchanged. So if you use credit cards as a way, and your kids are watching you use credit cards, you're going to have to explain the concept of where the money is actually at and where the money's coming from. And if it's a difference between a debit card and a credit card, one is taking on debt and one is using money that we've already saved, that we put away for giving.
By the time your
or
kids
spending.
are 10 or 12 years old, somewhere in that range, they realize that you as a business owner every quarter grab your head and try to stop the pounding. It's time to have the conversation about taxes.
A great way to teach kids about taxes is to apply a tax to their allowance.
A tax to their allowance?
Ouch.
Oh!
Rather than giving them their
if I'm all in that.
full allowance each week, you take away a percentage and put it in a family jar to be used towards a household expense.
Well, that's a little too big, brother.
Is that too much? Is that too much?
Ah!
But here's the thing. You can have a positive impact because where do our tax dollars go? To improving roads and schools and parks. And so rather than having this, it could go to a home improvement, maybe solar panels on your house to lower your household taxes. It's
a tough rule, right?
It is. But you know what? They're going to learn it. And don't you want them to learn it under your tutelage before they get out and go, who's FICA and why do you take all my money?
Right. FICA is daddy. All right. The next one is, let's use that same age range from 10 to 12 years old to talk about investment, saving for something in the way distant future.
Absolutely. Kids should know that about the idea of investment, planning for their retirement. We have Prudential in every single week talking about retirement. And we don't start this until we're probably in our 40s. But if you actually, there's a fun little graph my kids got a hold of. We took the Dave Ramsey financial course.
Yep.
And my kids got a hold of this little graph. And if they just put $2,000 in from the time they start earning money, how much they'll make. Starting early, they have a savings account. They don't like to spend their money. They like to see that big dollar amount sitting in their savings account. My son actually had to pay recently for he lost a textbook.
Oh.
He lost a $137 textbook.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? Anyways, it hurt when he had to take that money out of his savings account. But talking about investing, and although people invest in things that they hope will make them more money, let them know it doesn't always happen that way. Never a good idea to put all your money in a risky investment. Gambling kind of falls into that area too.
Right.
You can start talking to them about stocks and 401ks, things that, again, as we got older, we didn't know anything about, right?
I still don't know anything about.
You can start talking to them about their credit score and how important it is to emphasize a good credit score. It helps them in the future because it impacts their ability to get a job, not just borrow money, but even in getting a job. I don't know, you can't even have milk delivered to your house without having a good credit score. Did you know that?
I do. It's all about, are you going to be able to pay me? So there you have it.
Well, it's just good stuff, financial stuff. And there's some really great books. Go into the library, going online, looking up some books to talk to your kids about finances. Because again, if you didn't go through this, you're not really sure. I think you're probably give yourself an education as well. And if you're teaching it to your kids, maybe there's things that you want to know about investing, your 401k, your retirement, and all of that. Make sure you connect with our friends at Prudential. And you can send an email to james.smith@prudential.com. They probably have some great resources for you just to start early, because while it's never too late, it just helps to start earlier.
Way early.
And have that compound interest working in your favor. We all know how compound interest works when we're paying it on a credit card, right?
You bet, sure.
Well, it works really cool
when you're making the money.
When you're making it, and yeah, absolutely.
All right, good stuff. Hey, folks, so we're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, more positive business talk. We'll wrap up the show and give you something worth talking about around the water cooler. If you still have an answer about T-shirts and why guys sometimes wear those tank top T-shirts, I'd be interested in hearing. 303-477-5600. Back after this, you're listening to Angel and Eric on the most positive business talk show in America.
The experienced pros are here to help you get your business right. To learn more, visit experiencepros.com.
Being a homeowner, business owner, or a consumer has never been easier thanks to the Extreme Customer Service Directory. You can count on the Experience Pros Network to deliver the best in customer service and collaboration. Check out the Extreme Customer Service Directory for all your referrals. And if you don't see your favorites on the list, let us know. We'll check them out. And if their customers are saying great things about them, they could be a great fit for the Extreme Customer Service Directory. Online at experiencepros.com/directory.
Women-owned businesses are on the rise, but where do you go when the bank says no? Ladies, you know it's tough to secure the capital necessary to launch or develop a new business. You need to know attorney Steve Replin of the Replin Law Group. Steve specializes in helping women secure hard money lending when no one else will step up. You have an ally in Steve Replin. He has the knowledge and resources to get you the money you need to grow your business. Call Steve today. It's Money in the Bank, your bank. 303-322-7919 or replinlawgroup.com.
Computers, we can't live a moment without them. My friend sent me an email recently saying she was having 99 problems and 97 of them were because of email and technology. I hate it when it doesn't work, but I'm stuck with how to get past the lockups, the slow retrieval, and lost data. This is what Binkley IT specializes in, all your computer quirks and hangups. They'll take care of you, and often they can do it remotely. Call our friends at Binkley IT and solve your IT puzzle one piece at a time. Call 720-254-1057, 720-254-1057. And if your computer is still working, look them up online at binkleyit.com.
The Extreme Customer Service Directory is the go-to place for finding the companies who have the best customer testimonials. Plus, to make it even easier, we narrowed down the field to only 3 companies in your area. If you need a printer in the metro area, we have it. If you need ink and toner, we have it. The Extreme Customer Service Directory is one of the most visited directories in the state, and it's all yours to view for free at experiencepros.com. Experiencepros.com for the best in customer service. When you're looking for the best, think Experience Pros. You can feel good about doing business with the pros.
Attention business owners, if you're waiting 30 to 60 days or more to get paid, Riviera Finance can turn your invoices into immediate cash flow. Let them help. Their process is simple and no debt is created. Riviera Finance is located right here in Denver. They've been helping companies across the U.S. for over 40 years. So if you bill on credit but need better cash flow, call Jack Loudon at Riviera Finance now at 303-409-7706. That's 303-409-7706 or visit RivieraFinance.com.
As a business owner, you know what it's like to wear a bunch of hats, and we know it too, which is why our very best advice to you is to outsource your accounting to By the Numbers Bookkeeping and Accounting. Philip Aronoff is well known to listeners and members of the Experience Pros Network. He was voted the best bookkeeper in the state of Colorado during the Fan Braggin contest, and he can absolutely help you build your business while making sure your accounting is all taken care of. Call Philip today and take that bookkeeping hat off for good. 720-837-0860. That's 720-837-0860.
I remember the moment. I'll never forget that moment.
As long as I live.
As long as I live.
Several of us were working to rescue a family. The house collapsed on top of the cellar door and trapped them.
We had to use Humvees and heavy machinery to move massive trees and debris.
We got them out. We helped a lot of people out. It felt good to know I could really make a difference.
Because I'm a citizen soldier in the National Guard.
Be there the moment your community needs you. Learn more at nationalguard.com.
Sponsored by the Colorado National Guard. Aired by the Colorado Broadcasters Association and this station.
Dana Lash, tonight at 8 on KLZ 560.
The Experience Pros, revolutionizing the way people treat people in business.
Doing that thing you do, breaking my heart into a million.
Welcome back to the Experience Pros Radio Show with Angela and Eric. That thing you do, what are you doing this summer?
Well, we hope that you've got your marketing campaigns all set up and they are running full steam ahead. The sunshine is out in Colorado. It is time to connect with those people that are out and about. People are more active. They're out and about. They're seeing things differently than they see the rest of the year. And for your business, you cannot afford to take a downturn in your marketing. So we're going to talk about some habits of success that will keep you going during the summer and then hopefully turn into great marketing for you all year long. We're hosting the Summer Olympics for all of our members of the Extreme Customer Service Directory. It's a great way for them to collaborate with their teammates, build some power partnerships, just have fun marketing their businesses during the summer. They'll earn some fabulous rewards just for playing and participating. But, keeping that summertime campaign going, having these habits of success helps you to build your momentum, improve your sales process, and increase revenue. And those 3 things, building the momentum, keeping that momentum going, you've started all year long, keeping that through to the end of the year, improving your sales processes, making sure that everything is going smoothly, that customer experience is working for you, and increasing your revenue. 3 things that are going to help you keep going and keep your doors open.
And isn't that the goal? So many people decide that they're going to roll up the sidewalks and call summer a loss. And I'm like, don't do that. There's no need for that.
All right. Well, our number one way that we grew our small business is by using invitations.
Yes.
An invitation is the best way to reconnect with stale leads. You've ever had a sales call grow cold? You met somebody, you had a good connection. You guys were like clicking along. And then all of a sudden, they stopped returning your calls. They stopped responding to your emails. They didn't call you back. They haven't bought it yet.
Trail's gone cold.
And, what do? You've already called them. You've already sent them an email. How do you reconnect with them?
Invitations. Invite them to do something with you that you are going to do. And if it has a business relevance to them, so much the better. If you know that you're going to a seminar or a networking event or whatever the case may be, and you simply have not been able to reinitiate that conversation with them, why not drop in an invitation? Leave the sales pitch at the door.
Right. Use ABI. Always be inviting. And you're going to build stronger connections with people. You're going to train them to take your call. If the only time they hear from you is for a sales pitch, of course they're going to send you to voicemail, right? But training them to take your calls and, what are you inviting me to now? Especially if you've got some fun events. So if you're a member of an association, if you're attending any type of ribbon cutting, or in fact, there's a ribbon cutting on Wednesday, June 10th from 4 to 6 p.m. at Bumper Dock in Denver, 1330 South Parker Road in Denver. Come on out. But if you're going, never go anywhere with your passenger seat empty. Take a power partner. Take a potential client. Take somebody with you and build that collaboration, but always be inviting.
And when you do build that collaboration, you might find that the train of your process of bringing them into your sales funnel actually gets back on track. So
next habit of success, saturate the market and your community with your brand. Saturate it. Not just one little thing. I'm going to do a Val pack, or I'm going to do a daily deal, or I'm just going to do some social media.
You want to be the one who somebody says to you, I see you everywhere.
Everywhere. So look around you. Look at all the fun places everywhere that potential customers can see your brand, and make sure you are saturating the market and the community with your brand. If you're participating in a competition, announce it. Put it everywhere. Have it on your voicemail. Put it in your email signature. Make sure your social media matches it. Have flyers. Send out invitations. Include it in your newsletter. Run an advertising campaign about it. Make sure you are saturating the market so that everywhere they go, they think of you. Because if they're not thinking about you at their time of pain, when they need you, who knows if your competition can come in and just sweep in on any old past work that you've done.
Absolutely. Not only do you want to saturate that, but your next habit of success is to don't allow yourself to become a best kept secret. Let people know what you're doing. Listen, marketing is a simple way to tell your story to more people. Marketing gives people a way to share your story with others. So create multiple layers of marketing plans that you can use over and over. Implement campaigns.
We say 4 campaigns per year, right? It's a 13-week marketing campaign. 13 weeks, not 2 weeks, not 3
2
weeks.
minutes.
Yeah.
Most people come and are like, and we see this on the show. I'm going to be on the radio show today. So this morning I'll post out. Tune in and see me.
And then I was on the show and I never use that again. It's like a flash in the pan. Use a 13-week, 4 campaigns per year where your whole brand, your whole company, everybody you're talking to is focused on this one. We're talking 4, just 4 campaigns a year. And with 4 campaigns, it's the 4 quarters of the year. You can rinse, lather, repeat, and do it again every year. You don't have to recreate them year after year. But having 4 campaigns gives you something fun to talk about, something new to put on the tip of your customer's tongue. If it's always that I sell this widget, I'm still selling this widget. Did you know I sell this widget? And by the way, have you bought my widget?
Right.
That's not a campaign.
No, that's an annoying.
But having something really fun and engaging, thinking about summertime, using the summertime colors and the summertime feel and just the attitude that summer is to do something fun about doing business with you.
Food would be okay too.
Food. Yep. Look around. Again, we talked about doing market research and how the big brands and the big companies do market research. They spend a lot of money, a lot of resources. Mimic what they are doing. Can you do a Christmas in July, a mid-year thing, barbecues and picnics and 4th of July stuff, anything that's going on, just to get people excited, because your customers will rarely be more excited about your brand than you are. So you have to give them something to latch their teeth into.
Your next habit of success is adding value to your network. Now, think about this. Whether you are in a leads group, whether you are in a BNI group, maybe you're a part of the Experience Pros network, you find great value there, but share that or increase that value by bringing others into that network. If you go and just have a party for a table of one, well, what's that going to do for you?
No, again, it kind of goes back to that always be inviting, right? Thinking about when you're meeting people, always have in your head kind of your Rolodex, so to speak. Who can I introduce you to? Who can I tell you about? Not only do you get to reconnect with somebody in your database, but you're helping that person in front of you grow their database as well. And you're strengthening the relationship. So when you're in a networking group, when you're in an association, if you look to your left and you look to the right, the three of you have a sphere of influence, a solid sphere of influence.
Absolutely.
Of over almost 1,000 people.
We call it the Frank Circle. It's friends, relatives, associates, networks, and customers. Everyone has one. Leverage it.
Can you think of one person that you can introduce to each of those people, and vice versa? If we're always growing, always adding, bringing value, versus it's got to be for me. I need more business. I need to meet new people. I come to this group, I didn't meet anybody new. Okay, are you bringing people? Are you helping the group grow? Are you adding value to the people that you are meeting? Are you thinking every time you talk to somebody is, how can I introduce you to somebody new? Who can I introduce you to?
Sure.
Working on our messaging, making sure that it's clear of, these are the kind of people I want to meet. These are the kind of people I want to do business with. And it isn't always about that immediate customer. It's about building your network. Yep. Your network is your net worth.
That's what Keith Ferrazzi tells us. Customer serving is a critical element, and we teach the habit of success of giving and receiving online reviews.
They are so critical to business development these days. You can hardly go look online, see an article about business where they aren't talking about the value of a customer review. You need to get them, and you need to give them.
When you give them, you give an element of goodwill that really cannot be replaced any other way, and it does trickle down to it comes around again. You don't give to get, but it happens automatically because kindness begets kindness. When you give a positive customer review, you may decide or discover that person that you reviewed, that business that you reviewed, may want to bless you. Give you a great example. We had an extremely positive experience on Southwest Airlines the other day. And it was an experience that I thought was phenomenal. And I wrote about it and said, look, here's a situation. And they wrote me back by a Twitter, right? And then I wrote about it again, said, thanks for the jump to Phoenix. We appreciate you. They wrote me back and gave me a little vig, they gave me free Wi-Fi.
Nice.
Right?
You got a little goodie. Here's the thing is, we're always out there doing business with other people, but we don't take the time to promote them. We don't take the time to share that good customer experience. That's what social media is so good for. You want to know what to do with social media? You want to know what to post? Talk about other people. Lift other people up. Connect with other people, share what people are posting, comment, and have that conversation. Let's create an environment where people are lifted up and encouraging. We've all seen social media be overtaken by, what do they call them? Like rats or moles or mules or, I don't know, mean people. There's a word for that.
Flamers.
Trolls is the word I was looking for. Don't give it to them. Let's not back down and give it to them. Let's create the environment where everything we're doing is picking somebody up, lifting somebody up, because we are all carrying some kind of burden, right? We're dealing with some kind of challenge, whether it be with our health, with our personal relationships, our finances, whatever it is, we're all carrying a burden. And so that grumpy person next to you, that person that snapped at you, that person that seemed a little short with you, it's not about you.
That's right.
It's their burden. So let's shine a light. Let's be that token of positivity and smile upon somebody. And one of the biggest smiles that you can give to somebody is writing them an online review.
There you have it. Lots of great subjects to consider as your summer takes off, and we really want you to join us for our Summer Olympics. Look at the time. It's time for us to say on behalf of Charlie, our producer, and Angel, myself, and all the people that make the Experience Pros radio show happen every single day, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate you more than we know. And I tell you something, we will be back tomorrow, so tune in again.
This has been the Experience Pros radio show with business revolutionaries Angel Tussey and Eric Raymer. For more in contact calling 7